I had just got a new position at my job. I was a couple months in. I had a recent breakup with my girlfriend. Um, it was a lot, so it was just trying to figure out what I was missing. I felt like I needed some discipline or something to focus on to keep me going.
Yeah.
Um, Especially with work, I kind of felt overwhelmed and I really didn't have any output to like, express what was going on at work outside of talking about it. But I feel like as men sometimes like you could talk about something for hours
Yeah.
and it doesn't really change it. Sometimes you need to have that output, something physical, something
Yeah.
that you're working on, let alone not even just yourself, but just in general. Just being consistent, getting up and doing it every day, following a sleep regimen, following a proper diet. You do it for a couple of days at a time, 2, 3 days or a week, and then you fall off the wagon. Lose a couple pounds here and there, and then just okay, I lost 3 pounds. I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat like a pig today. It's just again, just being disciplined is like the biggest part of it.
Mm.
It was like the perfect timing. Like it was just like that. I remember that day, and it's just like you hit me up, and I was like, "This is the time." Like I was like dealing with a lot of stuff at work, and I was like, I want to lose weight. I just came back from the doctor. The doctor's like, "Yo, you're pre-diabetic. I need you to lose like another 30 pounds, 40 pounds." And I was just like, "You hit me," and then you hit me up, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a sign from God." I was like, "I got to do this." Like,
Yeah.
sometimes in life when you see things, we don't pay attention to it. We're just like, "Oh, whatever." And you'll see them side multiple times. Like you've hit me up multiple times, and you just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to put your foot in the gas and be like, you know what, let me just go with it. Losing 35 pounds, 40 pounds, like my clothes fit me differently. My pants, like none of my pants fit me anymore. Like nothing. Everything is like hanging off. And I'm like kind of upset because I was never into jeans. And like over the last year, I bought like a bunch of jeans and nothing fits me
Dang.
properly. Everything is like hanging off at the top. Sweaters, all that stuff, it kind of fits you totally different. It looks much better. Getting compliments. People asking, what are you doing? People asking, "Are you on Ozempic?" And I'm like, "Nah, I put the work in." I got a couple people asking me on Ozempic. I'm like, "Hell no, I'm in the gym eating right. Like I
Yeah.
put the grind in." So just people asking me that made me go, "No, like okay, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm on the
Yeah.
right track."
Yeah.
So I've been a 38, like as long as I can remember. I've been like a 38 probably since like junior high school, high school. So I've always been a big dude.
Yeah.
Now I'm probably like 34,
Wow.
34, 33. Yeah, like it's kind of crazy. Like I'm trying on like old clothes that I bought, like that I know didn't fit me, and like it fits now. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like it's
That's
still hard to
crazy.
believe. Yeah,
How is that?
yeah.
How is that feeling for you, knowing
I
that you
mean,
put on your like old clothes and it just fit?
it feels crazy. It really puts a lot into perspective. If I have stuff that I literally bought like 4 or 5 years ago, just sitting in my closet, bought it knowing it didn't fit me, and then just trying it on, I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. This fits me
Yeah.
perfectly. Like it's just crazy to see it. Like I said, when you work for 6 months and you see the results,
Mm.
like every day I'm still surprised. It's
Yeah.
it's still amazing to see it. Oh yeah, it means a lot, man. Because again, there's nothing when you get the results and you see them there, and other people are telling you, it's not it's not just in your head. Obviously, even though it's not, but just getting other people's confirmation,
Yeah.
you know, and just seeing the results, it definitely makes a huge difference in your confidence, the swagger, the way you walk, the way you see yourself. It changes a lot. And like I said, once you're able to get that level of discipline to do it consistently every day,
Yeah.
like it changes everything else in your life. It makes you the way you view everything totally different because you see what you can do when you really put the effort and work into something.
Yeah.
Especially when it's yourself. You're always
Yeah.
gonna win.
Yeah.
Funniest thing was I told you when I didn't know I could do pull-ups because the whole 6 months I really didn't do any pull-ups at all.
Yeah.
And my cousin, like, he's one of those barbell guys. Like, he's in the gym, he does like 100 pull-ups and sits up on the weight bar and like pulls
Yeah.
himself up and goes crazy.
Yeah.
So like, I go to the gym with him. He's like, "All right, we're gonna do a couple sets. How many pull-ups can you do?" And I'm like, "Yo, bro, I hate pull-ups." I was like, "I probably could do like three." He's
Yeah.
like, "Three? All right, do three." So I'm like, "Okay." So he's like, "Yo, it's your turn." So I go to pull myself up on the weight bar, and like I pulled up all the way to like my stomach, and I'm like, "Whoa!"
Gotta do a muscle up.
I'm like, "Yo." He's like, "Yo, but you can do three." I was like, "Bro, I didn't know I could do pull-ups." and I did. I ended up doing like 40 or like 38, and I was just like in shock the whole time because like I never could do pull-ups like in my life. Like I always struggled to do like a
Yeah.
handful. So that showing me that like I could do pull-ups no problem. I'm still in shock by it. Like I said, the biggest thing is you once you're able to sculpt your body and you see the results, it really makes you realize like you can really do anything.
Mm.
Like whether it's work related or relationship related, it's like if you put the work into anything, you're gonna get the results you want, no matter what.
Yep.
Like good, bad, whatever it is, you just have to put the work in. Like
Yep.
nothing that you ever want out of life is gonna come easy.
Yep.
So when you want things that are good, like looking good, feeling good,
Mhm.
You have to put the work in. It's not going to happen overnight. There's no, you know, steps you can skip. None of that stuff. You can do 100 different diet plans, but if you're not like truly committed to
Mm.
doing it the right way with anything, you're not going to get the results you want.
And I guess during this time that we've been working together, like how is your experience working with me as your coach? And feel free to share the goods, the bads. This is a good way for me to improve as well.
I don't think there's any bads. I think they're great because you asked what we need. You sort of asked like, hey, do you need to have a sit down? You need to talk with me. You need to have a discussion about this. And like I said, I'm the type of person where like once I know that you're there and you're like knocking the door to make sure I'm good, I'm fine. Like I could do the rest myself. And like I said, some people they might require more attention, and I'm pretty sure you're there for them too. But for me, like it was literally exactly what I needed for these 6 months. Like it worked out perfectly. Man, hit the switch, do it. Like if you're to me, like if you're already at the point where you have a discussion with you and you feel like you're ready to make the change, you just have to do it. Like I remember the day where you're like, we were discussing like, how much everything would be in a lot. I'm sitting on the fence and I'm like, you know what? Like I'm here. I said I wanted to do it. We had this conversation. I know what I want. You have to go for it. I feel like in life we have so many things that we waste our time on, that we spend money on, and things that don't really give us anything or any end result because
Yeah.
sometimes we just want that immediate uh, what's the word, gratification,
Yeah.
where this is something that takes time. And if you're on the fence about it, do it. Like, don't be on the fence. Just go ahead and do it. Push the button because you only have one life. You only have one body.
Mm.
You know, and if you have the opportunity to perfect it or get to a point where you've never been before, why not?
Yeah.
If you're thinking about putting the work in, you can do it.
Yeah.
And if you have a coach, you have somebody there who's there to support you, you can't lose.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You definitely made a big change in my life. It's something like I said, for me, it wasn't just about doing this for 6 months and then falling off and just going back to whatever I was doing before. It was really about if I was able to do it for 6 months, then I'm able to make a lifestyle change. I wanted to permanently this is to be my plan. This is the way I work. And this was definitely a way for me to get that started. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely.